Welcome to your yoga practice. Today's class is a Hatha yoga class. We are basically going to build the practice up to a peak pose that's called the compass pose. And that is why I entitled the practice today as Find Your True North. Yeah. So all you need today is a strap or a belt of any kind if you don't have a yoga strap. If you are using blocks, you're free to use blocks. We'll be spending not so much time doing a lot of standing poses. We'll be doing a lot of floor series to build up the hips, the hamstrings, and as well as the shoulders for this pose. Now remember, there are always modifications, so take it to any point that you possibly can. And if you practiced with me last Thursday, Journey to the Tortoise Pose, this is a complementary practice because basically the target areas that we are working on today is very, very similar to what we did last week in the Tortoise Pose. So if you feel like doing an hour's practice, you can do this class as well as last Thursday's class, combine it together and feel the openness and expansion in the body as well after that, okay? So having said that, have your strap ready and go ahead and come into child's pose. So you're gonna fold your legs back, your big toes are almost touching, your knees are slightly apart, all right? And I'd like you to stretch your arms forward so you're coming into an active version of child's pose. Just release the forehead down, sinking the hips heavily towards the heels. Just close your eyes for a moment. Breathing into the side and the back body. As you inhale, feel the side and the back body expand. The ribs pushing lightly against your thighs. And as you exhale, allow the back body to soften. And try to maintain this same smooth rhythmic breathing throughout your practice this morning. From your child's pose, you're going to walk your hands over to your right side. Coming into revolve child's pose, keeping the hips sinking heavily towards your heels. So you're still in child's pose, just twisting towards your right side. Now if you can, you're going to grab hold of your left wrist and pull your left arm a little bit more, feeling that intense stretch on your left side of the body. Awakening up the left side. Breathe well. Coming back to the center, and we're going to switch sides. Walk your hands over to your left side. Revolve child's pose. And then using your left hand to hold the right wrist, pull a little bit more, walking the right hand a little more, extending that right side of the body. Good, and then come back towards the center. And then come onto your hands and knees. All right, I'm going to face you here. I'd like you to bring your left leg out. So this is my left leg. I'm not your mirror image today. And if possible, I want you to bring that right arm through, bring the shoulders to the floor, and grab hold of any part of the leg. So it can be your ankle, it can be the shin. Turn your head to the left side and come into a variation of thread the needle. I'd like you to extend your left arm overhead and walk your hand past your ear, walking towards the right side of your mat. Hold it here for 5. Opening up the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1. First, bring your left palm back for support and come back up. All right, and then from here, we'll do the other side. Your right leg goes out. Thread the left arm through, grab hold of any part of that right leg. Turn your head towards the right shoulder on the floor, and then walk your right hand over to the left side of your mat, turning from the rib cage. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring that right palm back and support yourself. Release the pose. Tuck your toes under. So you're in this position and you're coming into a toe squat, all right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out the triceps a little bit. I'm gonna raise my right arm, this is my right. Bend your elbow and use your other hand and just pull the arm behind the head. Don't drop the chin. And then lean your body a little bit towards your left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale towards the center, release, switch sides, left arm up, bend your elbow, right hand holds the elbow, pull the arm, park it behind the head, and then lean your body towards the right side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center and release. Now, from this position, you're still tucking the toes. You're bringing your right leg out once again. Now, this time you're going to flip the foot so that the toes point to the right side. All right, so you're going to bend that right knee and the right shin and the thigh is at a 90-degree angle. Keep the knee pointing to the front and get your strap ready. We're coming into a bind. So you're going to bring your right shoulder or your right arm underneath the leg. Turn the chest. Sweep your left arm back. If you're holding your strap, it's your left hand that holds the strap. Okay? And then from here, if you're holding your hands, your right hand grabs hold of your left wrist. Opening up the chest. Work on spinning the chest open. So don't sink the chest down. You want to spin the chest open. 5, 4. So it's like your side angle pose, but we're taking away the straight back leg, working only on the twist and on the shoulder opener. 1 more breath. Good. And then release. Now we're going to change sides. I'm going to turn this way, left leg out, turn the foot out to the left side, bend your knee, get that 90-degree angle, and then bring your left arm underneath. Okay? Again, if you're using your belt, right hand holds the belt. Otherwise, you're reaching back, left hand holds the right wrist. Okay? And then from here, work on opening, twisting. 5, 4, 3, keep the breath going. 2, and 1. Release the bind. From here, let's come into downward facing dog. So press your palms in and then walk the legs back. Your feet are hip width apart. Feel free to walk the dog. So lift the heel, bend the knee, stretching out those calves and the hamstrings. Now from your downward dog, I'd like you to raise your right leg up. It doesn't have to be very high, 3-legged dog. Work on pushing your left heel to the floor. So if your left heel is floating up, it's more of the effort. Push it down as much as you can. And if your left heel touches down, lift your left toe slightly, getting a good stretch in the entire back of that left leg. Lower it down and switch sides. Bring your left leg up. Press that right heel to the floor. And if the heel touches down, lift your right toe slightly. Get it really good in the lower calf. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back into your downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Look forward and step your right foot between the hands. Let's drop the back knee to the floor for a twist. Point your left toes back. Bring your left arm over the right leg. Okay, keep the knee pointing forward and then bring your hands in prayer position and work on the twist here. Now, option 1 is to stay here. Option 2, tuck the toes under and straighten that left leg so the left knee is off the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the palms, drop the knee once more for a half split. Pull back and flex your right foot. If this is very difficult for you, walk the hands a little bit further back or come up onto your blocks if you're using blocks. And then work on bending the elbows, straightening the arms. Exhale, bend. Inhale. One more, exhale, stay. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Nice work. Bend that knee. Let's go back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Left foot between the hands. Line the toes up with the fingers. Drop the right knee down for support. Let's twist over to your left side. Hands into prayer. Work on really twisting the ribcage around the axis, which is the spine. The head is last to turn. Either you stay here with the knee down or come up with that right leg straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return the palms down and drop the knee down for your half split. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, forward. And exhale. We'll change it a bit. Tease the left side this time. Bend your elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go back into your downward facing dog. Turn the left heel slightly in. Step the right foot between the hands, and we're going to come up into your warrior 2. Bending that right leg, looking past your right hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side angle pose. Either bring the hand and rest it on the thigh, or bring the hand down on the outer foot so that the chest opens more. Rotate the ribs towards the left side of your mat, and then sweep your left arm overhead. One more breath here. Externally rotate that left arm. Return the palms. Go back into your downward facing dog. Right heel in, left foot between the hands. Let's come into your warrior 2. One more breath. And let's bring the hand down. Choose your variation. Come into Parivrtta, side angle pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into your downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Now let's bring your right leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip in reverse pigeon. Keep your shoulders square in down dog and really raise that right knee high as you can. And then let's step that right foot outside of your right hand. Turn the foot slightly out and drop that left knee down for your lizard lunge. Okay? If it's possible, bring your elbows to the mat. Otherwise, stay high on your palms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, you're going to snuggle your shoulder. Bring that foot in and snuggle the shoulder underneath the right knee. Now, bring your hands parallel to one another so your right hand is now outside of your right foot. Squeeze that right thigh into the shoulder. If it's possible, you can come back down onto your forearm. So choose your variation. 2 more breaths. Good. Now from here, you're going to release your right shoulder. Walk your right foot over to the left side of your mat. And drop the knee down and come into your pigeon pose. Check that the right leg is straight, the foot is pointing straight back. Don't sink down. You want to prop your spine up. Feel the openness in the front body. Take one more breath. Now, from the pigeon, you're going to grab hold of your back leg and bend it to about 90 degrees from the thigh to the shin. So this leg is still in pigeon. Okay, so this leg is in pigeon, so you have a 90, almost 90 here, and a 90 here. So the back leg, that left leg of yours is on internal rotation. The right leg is on external rotation. We're going to twist over to the right side. All right, so you're going to walk your hands over just like in child's pose at the beginning of the class. You're going to rock over to the right side. Either you stay high here or you come down onto your elbows, really dropping the left rib cage towards your right knee. Working on opening up that mid back, that thoracic spine, as well as the upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back towards the center. Unfold into your downward facing dog. Now let's do the other side. Pick your left leg up. Bend the knee. Work on reversing the pigeon. Keep the shoulders square. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the foot outside of the left hand. Turn the foot slightly out. Drop the back knee to the mat. Let's come into lizard pose. Either hands on the mat or come down onto your forearms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up to the palms and bring that foot in. Snuggle your left shoulder like you're wearing a backpack. So snuggle it underneath the leg. Hug the thigh in. The hand now goes on the outside of the foot. Either you stay here if this is tight for you. If you're open enough, come back down onto your forearms. Keep squeezing that left inner thigh to the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unfold. Move your left foot over to the right side of your mat. Let's come into seated pigeon. Check that the right leg is straight. Lift up the chest. Breathe. Shoulders relax. One more breath. Now you're going to bend your back leg. So grab hold of the back of the thigh and bend it to about 90 degrees. This leg remains in pigeon. Now we're going to twist over to your left side. Okay, so you walk your hands over to the left as much as you possibly can. You either stay here and work on bending your right elbow or bring both elbows down onto the floor. Roll that right rib cage towards the left knee. And breathe. 5, 4, 3. Try not to move the back leg, yeah? 2, and 1. Lift up. Come back to the front. Unfold. Downward facing dog. You're going to step your right foot forward and turn to the side of your mat. So you're coming into a wide-legged standing forward bend. The outer feet will be parallel to your mat. Okay? Come up with your hands on the hips. Lengthen the spine. Push a little bit more weight onto the inner arches of your feet. Right? And then from here, interlace the fingers behind your mat. Squeeze those shoulders. And on an exhalation, slowly fold. Working on the hamstrings as well as the shoulders. Keep your eyes open so that you don't get dizzy on the way up. Hold it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up halfway. Hands release, bring them to your hips, bend your knees slightly, and then come all the way back up. Step your legs back together and turn to the front of your mat. Raise your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Step back into a downward facing dog. Good. Lift the heels, bend the knees, and look forward. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Take a nice big inhalation. Now from here, you're going to separate your feet slightly. Bending your knees, grab hold of the big toes. Start to straighten the knees as much as you can. Drop the head, bending the elbows to the sides. Come into hand to big toe pose. Huge hamstring stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift slowly, bending your knees. Come into a squat, turn your toes out. Come into Malasana. Now, get your strap ready if you need to. You're going to turn your arm this way on internal rotation. Wrap it around your right knee and come into a bind as you twist your chest towards your left side. Release and switch. Your left arm is going over the knee, twisting over to the right side. Roll that right shoulder back. One more breath. Good. And then release the bind and come into a seated position. Okay? And then from here, you're going to fold your left heel in towards the groin. Stretch your right leg forward. Simple twist to your left side, okay? So bring your right hand to the knee and you're going to twist to your left. As you twist to the left, flex your right foot and square off the pelvis. Try not to let that right heel push forward. Come back to the center. Now, you can either use your belt for this one, or you can work on grabbing your big toe with your thumb, index, and middle finger. Okay? Sit up tall. If you cannot balance, left hand on the floor. All right? Lean slightly back so there's some core engagement. You're going to extend your right leg up. Really push the heel up and lift the chest. 5, 4, there is a standing version, there is a lying down version, we're doing the seated version. So we're taking the balance out of it, we're also taking the relaxation out of it. So it's a middle ground. Good. Now you're going to open the leg to your right side. Externally rotate the thigh. If you want, you can turn your head towards your left side and challenge your core here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back towards the center and release the leg down. Let's switch sides. So left leg is straight, fold your right foot in, twist to the right side. And then come back towards the middle, grab hold of your strap or your big toe and lift your leg up. If your hamstrings are tight, please use the strap so at least you get to straighten out the knee. Otherwise, if you're doing this, you're just basically holding your left leg, okay? Lift the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open the leg out to your left side and turn your head to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back towards the middle and release the leg. Okay? So from here, we're going to bend your left leg and extend your right leg out to the side. Now, we're not going to come into the full revolve head to knee pose. We just want to come into a really nice twist because the compass pose requires a twist more than a side bend, actually. Okay? So you're going to grab hold of your left ankle. So make sure that the heel to the thigh is about 1.5 palm distance apart. Yeah? So the heel is not touching your buttocks. And then from here, flex your right foot, twist your chest to face the left knee. And then lean your body towards your right thigh. Don't collapse the chest, and you're going to stretch your left arm overhead. We're not touching the toes. We're just working on revolving from the rib cage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center and switch. Right leg bend. Grabbing hold of your ankle with the left hand, flex your foot, twist your chest to face the right knee, and then from here, lean towards your inner thigh. Revolve, and then reach that right arm overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back towards the center. Good. Stretch your legs out, shake them out side to side. Now I'd like you to fold your left heel to the groin once again and cradle your right foot and your right knee at the crook of the elbow. You can either interlace your fingers or you can grab hold of the wrist. Sit up nice and tall. Bring the leg as close to the chest as you possibly can and start to cradle the leg. So we're going to hit the compass pose very, very soon. So the strap should be very close by, okay? Now, as you come back to the center, I'd like you to bring your right arm over the shin. And once again, hug that really close to you. Hug that leg close to you. Bring it as close to the chest. Feel that opening that you need. Externally rotation of the hip, external rotation of the hip, and also a little bit of your hamstrings, okay? Now, from this position, you're going to grab hold of the top of your right foot with your left hand. So you're going to hold it like this, okay? You're going to lift this right buttock up slightly, and you're going to hoist the leg over your shoulder. If you're using a strap, your left hand will be holding the strap. So hoist it over the shoulder like your backpack. Sit that right buttock back to the floor, okay? It's important that your right sits bones are not lifted up. Bring your right fingertips to the floor. Now, slowly work on twisting to your left side. The head is not going to move, okay? Work on straightening the right leg until the arm goes over the head. And then twist a little bit more towards the left, coming into compass pose. 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, and 1. Bend your left elbow and the right knee and release the pose. Shake it out. All right, second side. Fold your right heel in and cradle the left leg. And then bring your left arm over, hugging the leg. Good. And then from here, I'm going to shift it a little bit. You're going to hold the top of the foot with your right hand, or you're going to hold with your strap. Okay? Hoist your left leg over. Backpack on the shoulder. Settle that right buttock down. Bring your left hand onto the floor for support. Fingertips is fine. And then work on straightening the leg. As you straighten, your arm will go higher, higher, higher. Once it clears the head, twist the torso towards the right side. Come into full extension into your compass pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release very slowly. And release your backpack. Let's come into butterfly. Bring the soles of your feet together, hands behind you, and just flap for a few times. Good. Open up the feet, take an inhalation, exhale, fold forward. One more breath. And then inhale, come on up. All right, so we're gonna finish off with a bind. All right, so we did a tricep stretch earlier on. Now we're just going to work on rotation of the shoulders just to ease the shoulder in case there's any pressure from your compass pose earlier on. All right, so I'm going to turn my back on you so that you can actually see the hands. You can use a strap if you want to. If you're using a strap, your strap is on the right shoulder. All right, so you're going to sit with your feet together, pointing back like so. You're going to raise your right arm up. Okay, bend it a little bit. Now, if this is a tighter side for you, you're going to start with your left arm back this way. Pull it in first, settle in. Now, swim the shoulders up to the right shoulder blade. Now, make sure that your left wrist is straight. Oftentimes, when people want to bind, the hand goes this way. Your palm should be flat. Your wrist should be in neutral position. Raise your right arm up, bend your elbow, and come into a bind. Still maintaining a flat wrist. Don't drop the head. If you're using a belt, that's great. Just work on bringing the arm close to the back of your head. 2 more breaths. Release very slowly. And I'm going to switch sides. So if you're tight side on the right, you do the bottom arm first. If you're okay, you can always do it straight away. Pull the right arm in. Just going to remove my watch. Pull it in. And swim the fingers up to the opposite shoulder blade. So remember, you do not want to torque the wrists. Alright, and then from here, raise your left arm. Come into a bind and keeping your wrist as neutral as possible. One last breath. Good. Release the bind. And then from here, come back into your child's pose, just like how you started. This time, bring your arms behind you so that your shoulders can relax. Close your eyes. Draw your attention inwards. Come back to that deep, smooth, rhythmic breathing. Now with your eyes closed, you're going to slowly peel yourself up and come into a seated position. Bring your hands in prayer, honoring your breath, your energy, and your practice this morning. Slowly rub your palms until they are warm. And press them against your eyes. Relax your eyes. Rub your palms again. Place them behind the neck. Massage the neck and the shoulders. Once more, rub your palms, make them really warm. And send them to the lower back. Massage the lower back. Slide the hands down the legs. Bring them back to prayer position. And then gently blink open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me. I hope you have a really good day.